How's it going today, guys? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to lubricate or oil your SIG Sauer MCX Rattler LT upper receiver. This won't show how to lubricate your lower receiver because this is not a SIG lower. I'm just going to be focusing on the upper receiver because it's a little bit different than your normal AR-15 upper receiver. And I already have another video showing you how to lubricate the lower and the upper on your traditional AR-15 rifle. First thing you're going to do, just go ahead and take the mag out of the firearm. Pull back your charging handle to get the bolt out of the way and ensure that you have no round in the chamber and there are no rounds in the mag well. You can go ahead and drop your bolt if you locked it to the rear. Just going to go ahead and push this out, pull it from the other side. Same with the front. The front can be a little bit more stubborn, so you want to make sure there's no tension on the lower receiver when you're pushing this out. Just get it started a little bit and then you can pull it out on the other side. You can go ahead and disconnect the upper receiver from the lower receiver. I'm going to set this off to the side. This is pretty much brand new, so we're going to make sure we get a full coating of the upper receiver so it's not metal on metal grinding. Go ahead and take a finger, put it on the charging handle, pull back slowly. That will release your bolt, spring, and charging handle. Then I can go ahead and pull the bolt out all the way. Make sure the charging handle is pulled back all the way, and then I can go ahead and pull it down and out. All inside there is pretty dry, and if you look down in this channel back there, that is actually where this goes forward farther into the upper receiver, closer to the handguard right in here. So I'm going to lube a little bit past that, just down in there, not in the barrel, but back behind there is going to get a little bit of lube. A few lubricants I like to use is this ALG Defense. I'll be using some of this. And then if you have some hard to get spots, this Lucas Extreme Duty Gun Oil is pretty good because it has a needle on the end. Mainly, I'm just going to use this. It's just some cheap stuff off Amazon, cleaner lubricant preservative. I'm going to go ahead and spray in there because it has this long tube. I can get down in there real easy. And I'm going to spray all inside here, like I said, back a little bit in that channel, a little bit farther where this piece. Go ahead and spray some back there. Just like that. Get some in there, which this is too much, but that's all right because I'm going to wipe this in anyways. Get some right in there. I'm going to take these long Q-tips. These are nice to get in hard to reach spots as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and wipe that stuff in. Just go ahead and wipe it all down in there. Make sure you're getting a good coating. Down at the bottom is where the charging handle resides, also down there. And you can see I was shooting a little bit. And all this excess you can wipe off if anything comes out. I don't really care too much about that, about having to wipe some off. You don't need this much, but just going to go ahead and keep wiping that in. And right here is where your spring resides. You want to make sure that that gets some oil too. And when we lube up the bolt carrier in the spring, we'll get some lube on that as well. So if you don't get a ton in there, that's fine because there'll be some on here. But you want to make sure you're getting some down there as well. That did kind of make a mess, but that's okay. Just wipe the excess away. You can take a flashlight, shine it in there, make sure you got a good coating on it, which a lot of that is still not very good coated, but that's okay. I'm going to take a little bit and drop it down in these grooves where the spring resides. You can just tip that up and let it run down. And then I will do the same for the other side. Just like that. You can let that run down there a little bit, rub that in. Just keep scraping all those hard to get spots. I'm going to go switch back to my go-to Go Juice. It doesn't make as much of a mess, but again, just shine a flashlight down in there. Make sure that you're getting all those spots lubed up. Pretty easy. There's a little bit back here that I missed right in here, so I'm going to add a little bit more there. Go ahead and set that aside. Next thing I'm going to do is lubricate the charging handle. This is really simple. Just get some on the top there. Wipe that in. Wipe the sides in. Just really base coat. I like to do more than less, but you can do less if you'd like. Get a little bit on the bottom here. Just like that. I'm gonna wipe some of this in. After that, I'll go ahead and put the charging handle back in since it's lubed. There is a little circle notch right down there. These two notches on the side of the charging handles that stick out are going to drop in that notch. So I'm gonna take it right in there, drop it down in just like that, and you can see it starts to slide in place when it's in. You don't have to push that in all the way yet because we're still gonna lube up the bolt. And I'm gonna do the same for the bolt. I'm gonna oil everything there really liberally. We're just gonna put a lot on there, wipe that in, just like that. And then if it's too much, just move it to other spots. Wipe that in. Just all the metal parts that are grinding right in there. Drop a little here, little on that. Drop a small piece in, right in there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and lube up the spring itself. So I'll just take a little dab on my finger, wipe that spring in. That's gonna be sliding back and forth. Drop a little bit right here, right there. Wipe that all in. Just like that. Just gonna get everything, make sure it's going all smooth, facing this way, and that is the way it'll go back into the lower. Just go upside down like that. The spring goes in that bottom oval cavity. Make sure your charging handle's pulled out a decent amount. You want to make sure your ejection port is open so that'll slide in and it'll be flush just like that. Your charging handle will lock onto its little hooks. You can go ahead and close the dust cover. After that, take it and put it back on my lower. Make sure your takedown pins are pulled all the way out. I'll line up the two holes first. Slide it back on, lock the back one in. You have to push back and push it down to where you can get that back one in. That'll slide through. Same thing there for the front. Push it against you. There it goes, locked into place. Just wipe all that up. After that, I'm just gonna rack it a few times. Let that stuff settle in, and it feels a lot better already. Just rack that stuff, get some of that oil settled into where it needs to be. And that's gliding a lot smoother already. Feels good, trigger's still going fine. If you want to see more videos like this, please like, subscribe, and share to help support the channel. Thanks for watching.